Tychicus' son. In this auspicious dawn of his reign, what are the new complexities of his fate has woven for him? Why has he called the council? Why has he summoned the old men here?
Gentlemen, I have the honor to inform you that our ship of state, which recent storms have threatened to destroy, has come safely to harbor at last, guarded by the merciful wisdom of heaven. I have summoned you here this morning because I know that I can depend upon you. Your devotion to King Elias was absolute. You never hesitated in your duty to our late ruler Oedipus, and when Oedipus died, your loyalty was transferred to his children. Unfortunately, as you know, his two sons, Princes Eteocles and Polynices, have killed each other in battle, and I, as the next in blood, have succeeded to the full power of the throne. I am aware, of course, that no ruler can expect complete loyalty from his subjects until he has been tested in office. Nevertheless, I say to you at the very outset that I have nothing but contempt for the kind of governor who is afraid, for whatever reason, to follow the course that he knows is best for the state. And as for the man who sets private friendship above the public welfare, I have no use for him either. I call God to witness that if I saw my country headed for the ruin, I should not be afraid to speak out plainly. And I need hardly remind you that I would never have any dealings with an enemy of the people. No one valued friendship more higher than I. But we must remember that our friends made at the risk of wrecking our ship are not real friends at all. These are my principles at any rate, and that is why I have made the following decision concerning the sons of Oedipus Eteocles, who died as a man should die, fighting for his country, is to be buried with full military respect, with all the ceremonies that is usual when the greatest heroes die. But his brother Polynices, who broke his exile, to come back with fire and sword against his native city and the shrines of his father's gods, whose one idea was to spill the blood of his blood and sell his own people into slavery. Polynices, I say, is to have no burial. No man is to touch him or say the least prayer for him. He shall die in the plain, unburied, and the birds and the scavenging dogs can do whatever to him they like. This is my command, and you can see the wisdom behind it. As long as I am king, no traitor is going to be honored with the holy man. But whoever shows by word and deed that he is on the side of the state, he shall have my respect while he is alive, and my reverence while he is dead.
If that is your will, Creon, son of Monokes, you have the right to enforce it.
That is my will. Take care and do your part.
We are old men. Let the young ones carry it out.
I do not mean that. The centuries have been appointed.
Then what is it that you will have done?
You will give no support to whoever breaks the law.
Only a crazy man is in love with death.
And death it is, yet money takes, and the wisest have sometimes been known to count and few coins too many.
I'll not say that I'm out of breath from running, King, because every time I stop to think about what I have to tell you, I felt like going back, and all the time a voice kept saying, "You fool! Don't you know you're walking straight into another trouble?" Another voice said, "If you find you will be in more trouble, but good sense won out. At least I hope it was good sense won out. At least I hope it was good sense, but here I am with a story that makes no sense at all, but I'll tell you it anyway, because what's going to happen is going to happen."
To the point, what have you to say?
I did not do it. I did not see who did it. You must not punish me for something someone else has done.
A comprehensive defense, more effective perhaps. Come, what is it?
A dreadful thing, I don't know how to put it.
Out with it!
Well then, the dead man, Polynices. Someone out there put new dust on the slimy flesh.
And the man who dared do this?
I do not know. You must believe me. Listen, the ground was dry, not a sign of digging, not a wheel track in the dust, no trace of anyone. It was when they relieved us this morning, and one of them, the corporal, pointed to it. There it was, the strongest. Look, the body just mounted over with light dust, you see, not buried really, but as if they'd covered it just enough for the ghost piece, and not a sign of a dog or any animal that had been there. And then, what a scene there was. Every man of us accusing the other. We all had proof that we could not have done it. We were ready to take hot iron in our hands, walk through fire, swear by the gods. It was not I. I do not know who it was, but it was not I. And then when this came to nothing, someone said a thing that silenced us and made us stare down at the ground. You had to be told the news, and one of us had to do it. We threw dice, and the bad luck fell to me. So here I am, no happier to be here than you were to have me. No one likes the man that brings bad news.
I was wondering, Crayon, could it have been the gods that have done this?
Stop! Most you doddering Greeks go on about your heads entirely. The gods, intolerable. The gods favor this corpse? Why? How had he served them? Try to loot their temples, burn their images? Yes, and the whole state, and its laws with it. Is it your senile opinion that gods love to honor bad men? A pious thought. No, from the very beginning, there have been those who have whispered together, stiff-necked anarchists, putting their heads together, scheming against me in the alleys. These are the men, and they have bribed my own guard to do this. Money. There's nothing in the world so demoralizing as money. Down go your cities, homes gone, men gone, honest hearts corrupted, crookedness of all kinds, and all for money. But you! I swear by God and by the throne of God, the man who has done this thing shall pay for it. Find that man, bring him here to me, or your death will be the last thing of your problems. I'll string up you alive, and then will be certain ways to make you discover your employer before you die. And the process may teach you a lesson you seem to have missed. The decent profit is sometimes all too dear. That depends on the source. Do you understand me? A fortune won is often misfortune.
How dreadful is it when the right judge judges wrong?
Your figure of speech may entertain you now, but unless you bring me the man, you will get little profit from me in the end.
Bring me the man. I'd like nothing better than bring you the man. But bring him or not, you've seen the last of me. At any rate, I am safe.
Numberless are the world's wonders, but none more wonderful than man. The storm-gray sea yields to his prowess, the huge crests bear him high. Earth, holy and inexhaustible, is graven with shining furrows where his plows have gone year after year, the timeless labor of stallions.
The light-boned birds and beasts that cling to cover, the lithe fish lighting their reaches of the dim water, all are taken and tamed in the net of his mind, resigned to him, and all his blunt yoke has been broken, his sultry shoulders of the mountain bull.
Words also, and thought as rapid as air, he fashions to his good use. Starcraft, his and his the skill that defends the arrow of snow, the spears of winter, rain, and from every wind. He has made himself secure from all but one. In the late wind of death he cannot stand.
O clear intelligence, force beyond power, O fate of man working both good and evil. When the laws are kept, how proudly his city stands. When the laws are broken, what of his city then? Never may the anarchic man find rest in my hearth. Never may it be said that his thoughts are my thoughts.
Numberless are the world's wonders, but none more man. The storm-gray sea yields to his prows, the huge crests bear him high. Earth, holy and inexhaustible, is graven with his shining furrows, where his prows have gone after year, the timeless labor of stallions.
The light-bound boobies